Well, hi everyone. Welcome to the Twin Flame Tarot. My name is Tony, and this is the Twin Flame Weekly Forecast for the week of January 10th through January 16th, 2021. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hi. Hello. Welcome back to my returning subscribers, and hello if you're new here. I'm so glad that you found me. So as I said, my name is Tony, and this is the Twin Flame Weekly Forecast. First, we're going to pull cards for our Divine Feminine. Next, we'll pull cards for our Divine Masculine. And lastly, we'll pull a couple cards for the collective Twin Flame couples. If you see a deck of cards you like, I'll link them down below in the description. And when I refer to Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, divine means holy. Feminine and masculine don't refer to one specific gender. So if you're ready to get going, I'm ready. Let's get our table set. Get out our, this is blue sage incense. Let's get that lit. Let's go. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all of my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Beautiful. Oh, that's some good energy right there. All right, headphone users. Ooh. Got the tingles. Headphone users, let's turn down your volume while I set the tone for this reading. Y'all hear that? Isn't that so pretty? And lastly but not leastly, where did I put it? There you are. Let's set our intention for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, please be present with us. Please help us to understand and to interpret these messages as we receive them. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's do this thing, shall we? Divine Feminine, you are going to be up first. Ladies first, as always. We are going to pull from the Power Thoughts cards. Headphone users, let's turn it down for the shuffle. Beautiful. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine this week? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine for the week of January 10th through the 16th, 2021? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine and whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you so much. There we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We just need, just like that. And we got this card last week. I like this card a lot. I am in the process of positive changes. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. So it looks like positive changes are headed your way this week, Divine Feminine. It looks like maybe you may be even going through some positive changes yourself. You may be setting some new goals, new habits for yourself. Let's see what that's about. We're going to pull from the Chrysalis Tarot. Headphone users, let's turn down the volume one real quick for the shuffle. Gorgeous. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for Divine Feminine today? What messages do we have for Divine Feminine? And what time, date, space, or place she is watching this? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine for the week of January 10th through January 16th? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine today? We just need one card and then two jumped out. All right. So we got the King of Spirals or the King of Wands. So looking at that big picture, but then we got the Eight of Scrolls or the Eight of Swords. So that's self-imprisonment. So yeah, it looks like you've got, you're starting to look at the bigger picture and you're starting to realize that maybe you're not the victim. Maybe you're self-victimizing yourself. Maybe these chains that you're feeling entrapped on are chains that you've wound around yourself. And it's time to look at the bigger picture and work on some positive changes. It's time to look at the big picture and figure out how are you the victim of your own circumstances and what can you do to make a positive change to get out of that circumstance. Okay, so let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, Queen of Mirrors, Queen of Cups, the Watcher, the Five of Scrolls, or the Five of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely been some struggle here. And then we have Kali Ma, the Tower. And then, oh my goodness, the Nine of Scrolls, the Nine of Swords, and then we end with our Muse, with the Queen of Wands. So, Divine Feminine, yeah, you've definitely been kind of a victim of your own circumstances, but now you're starting to see that. You know, I don't think that you could see that. I think before you thought what was happening to you was happening to you and you had no hand to play in this, but here we have, actually, how do we want to do this? Let's set them up like this. Yeah, like this. Yeah, just like that. All right, so here we move from the Queen of Mirrors, the Queen of Cups, down to the Queen of Spirals, Queen of Wands. So, you know, you go from, you know, giving birth to, well, I mean, okay, so the Queen of Cups, all right, she's that, when I say giving birth, I mean, she's that very fertile queen. She's that queen who, when you want to make, actually, interestingly enough, she's the one who would help you make positive changes. You see how it's called here, the Watcher. It's like, you know, she's out in the night and she's got her lantern shining brightly, walking through the dark, helping you find your dreams. And that's what it is. She's here to help you get back on the right path. It feels like you've gotten a little bit off the path that you're supposed to be on because you're kind of playing the victim. And the thing is that this is you're caught in your own game, all right? You got the Five of Scrolls, the Tower, and the Nine of Scrolls. Five of Scrolls, Five of Swords, the Tower, of course, and then the Nine of Swords. So it feels like you've been losing a lot of sleep. Five of Swords. That's the Pyrrhic victory. Do y'all know what that means, Pyrrhic victory? Pyrrhic victory means winning at all costs, okay? And that's what this Tower is about. It feels like you were on a path. It feels like you're working towards something. You're on a path right now, okay? And the victories that you have achieved, you know, you're trying to keep yourself on this path towards what you want. And though you've gotten small victories, these victories have come at pretty big cost. You know, you've either cut off your nose to spite your face, you've burnt bridges that you needed to cross back over, something. These victories have come at a cost. So the path that you're on, you know, you're shining your way through the darkness and you think you're on the right path, but not necessarily. And it feels like there was a Tower moment here recently, okay? Because like I said, there had been some victories. You were on the right path, but this Tower moment had to come in and just kind of get you to look at the entire situation, get you to realize that that you're a victim of your own circumstances, that nobody is doing this to you, that you're doing it to yourself. You needed to look at that bigger picture. And that Tower moment came in, and now you're just kind of tired. You've been dealing with that. You've been dealing with, it feels like, this is you dealing with your choices, okay? That Eight of Swords is you kind of cleaning up your messes that you made. It feels like this Tower moment had to come in for you to look at the messes you were making and for you to kind of get your ish back in line. And now you are, all right? So like I said, you go from the Queen of Mirrors to the Queen of Spirals, or the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Wands, the Muse, all right? So now you're back on the right path. You got off path a little bit. It's like you were wandering in the dark and you got off path a little bit. Yeah, you fought and you won, but at what cost? And you kind of had to lose everything, it feels like. It feels like you lost a lot more than you gained while you were on this path, and now you've learned your lessons. That's what I'm hearing. You lost more than you gained, but now you've learned your lesson, and now you're ready to get back up and try again, okay? So Divine Feminine, this is the week of positive changes. This is the week where you may even have to brush yourself off and try again. This may even be a week where you have a big Tower come through, okay? Know that Tower is here to serve a purpose. That Tower is here to help you learn some lessons, and that Tower is here to help you get right back on the right path, okay? That Tower is here to help you see the big picture and to help you, you know, get out of this, you know, circumstances of your own making, all right? Divine Feminine, I hope that this was helpful. Don't be afraid of the Tower if it hasn't already come, okay? Don't be afraid. Know that it is necessary and that it's going to lead to positive changes, all right? Divine Feminine, I hope this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe or notification bell if you haven't already. And now let's stick around and see what is happening over here today with our Divine Masculine. All right, Divine Masculine, at first, we're going to pull from the Red Hot Love Oracle. Beautiful. Headphone users, I forgot to warn you. Turn down your volume for the shuffle, please. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine for the week of January 10th through the 16th, 2021? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine in whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one card, please, for our Divine Masculine. What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine for this week? We just need one card. There it is. One card on the table, Divine Masculine. Wow. You know what? I want to say that I was thinking maybe this was in the Twin Flame readings last week, but you know what? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was in one of the pick a cards. So never mind. Toxic. Okay, something toxic is heading your way. Either you are acting toxic or someone around you is going to be acting toxic this week. Let's find out. Let's pull from the Dolly Tarot. All right, headphone users, let's turn it down again for the shuffle. Gorgeous. Listen to that energy. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine for the week of January 10th through the 16th, 2021? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine, whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one card, please, for our Divine Masculine. What messages do you have for the Divine Masculine this week? Whoa, you already have a card up. High Priest. That's Taurus. That's I'm sorry, the Hierophant. Okay, you're stuck in some toxic thinking. It feels like some old ways you or someone around you is. Okay, hang on, let's see what we got. All right, we've got Justice, Libra. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of Swords. Okay, again, 5 of Swords. Y'all have 5 of Swords over here too. Oh, and then we follow that up though with the 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and wow, the Twin Flame card, the 10 of Cups. Okay, so Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, it feels like you've been sitting in kind of some toxic energy for a minute now. It feels like you may have even been going through some kind of clearing out of old thought patterns. It feels like Divine Masculine, with the toxic sitting next to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about, old, like traditional ways of thinking, conformity, kind of think of it as like the Pope, things that don't change very often. And it's that Taurus energy, kind of that stubborn, unyielding energy. So it feels like you're having some kind of, you're shedding old ways of thinking that you've really been holding on to. It could have to do with religion, okay? Because, this is the High Priest, the Hierophant, the Pope. It could have to do with spirituality and religion, that you've had some toxic patterns regarding that. But here, look, all right, we've got Justice, and then we have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So, all right, Libra, you got a lot of fire energy here, and actually let's see, air, fire, air, cups. Nope, there's no water on here. Nope, because there's earth. There's earth, but there's no water. Okay, well, that's all right. Justice, Libra. So you're trying to return some balance. It feels like you've maybe been having some kind of heavy, deep thoughts lately. You've been struggling with something here. Okay, you've got the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. So it feels like you're really struggling with some thoughts that have often left you feeling like you're on the outside looking in, like you're left out in the cold. And I really do feel like this has to do with religion or spirituality, or maybe even just has to do with like your actual soul, the soul of who you are, your spirit. Okay, feels like you're having a little bit of a I don't want to say existential crisis, but it kind of does. Feels like you're trying to figure out what it is you believe that you've been holding on to that's been keeping you maybe from getting to where you want to go, you want to maybe let go of some negative thought patterns, some negative beliefs. This justice is about returning that balance, Libra energy, fair and balanced. It feels like you've been sitting way too heavy in this negative energy. And I really do feel like it is definitely to do with your beliefs surrounding something specifically. And then we have Knight of Wands and Ten of Cups. So these beliefs that you've been struggling with, have been leaving you out in the cold, I think it has to do with either, like I said, spirituality and religion, or twin flames, love, soulmate contracts, because we have Knight of Wands and Ten of Cups. Knight of Wands, something new is coming in, baby. Something brand new. Knight of Wands, that's venture and fearlessness and just, not being afraid. And then there's Ten of Cups. That's the twin flame card. So soulmate, happy home, happy family. So it's like you are finally purging yourself of these old thought forms, old beliefs, old patterns, habits. Feels like the week where you're really finally on the final push to let go of these old thoughts, these old beliefs, to return some balance, because you've definitely been struggling here lately. Something you've been working on has caused some struggle for you. This is the week that you're going to let go. You're going to move past that. And look what is coming in. You've got some new energy coming in. And if this is the end of the cycle, when you let go of this old toxic beliefs, judgments, I really do think it can have to do with love, soulmates, twin flames, or some kind of belief you're holding on to that's toxic. When you sort that out, and you let it go, this comes in and it's going to change your life. Like, it's going to flip you on your head. I mean, Ten of Cups, twin flames, soulmate, some kind of big change is on its way. Nine of Wands, something big is on its way. So, Divine Masculine, your trick this week is to figure out what toxic beliefs, limiting beliefs, patterns, thought forms, or habits are you holding on to that you've been holding on to for probably a very long time. And I think it has something to do with love, karmic relationships, soulmates, family life, something. You need to restore the balance. You've definitely got some very heavy negative thought forms surrounding that, and that balance needs to be restored. And what's interesting is almost exactly what I said to Divine Feminine. I am in the process of positive changes. She needs to look at the bigger picture, and let go of the self-victimization mentality. Same thing. I feel like whatever this is an old thought pattern that's caused maybe some self-victimization, that it's time to move forward so that you can get that muse. So you can get that, look, Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands, right? Like, something new is on its way, something restorative, something healing, something balanced, maybe even twin flame. All right, Divine Masculine, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit that notification. You know what you need to do, baby, because guess whose turn it is? Twin flames. Let's see what is happening with the collective twin flame relationships this week. Up first, we're going to pull from the Romance Angels. Headphone users, let's turn down that volume for the shuffle. I actually hit my knuckle on my ring, and that kind of hurt. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the collective twin flame couples this week? What messages do we have for the twin flames for the week of January 10th through the 16th, 2021? What messages do we have for the collective twin flames in whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We just need one card. Thank you. That was nice and quick. Ooh, keep an open mind. Yeah, that's exactly what I said to Divine Masculine. Keep an open mind. You're stuck in some kind of toxic thought form. And then Divine Feminine, kind of the same thing here. You're kind of stuck in some kind of toxic thought form that you're choosing to hold on to, and you need to look at the big picture. Exactly. Keep an open mind. It says, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, but keep an open mind. So, this isn't just about a soulmate relationship, although, it could be. What they're saying is keep an open mind. The things that you're trying to manifest, the positive changes that you're trying to manifest, keep an open mind. Don't assign an expectation to what you want that to look like. Don't expect that it should, you know, come in a certain shape, size, or form, or a certain time, date, or place. Have an open mind and release your expectation. And because when you have an expectation, you're creating a block, a limit to you receiving, okay? Be open. Let that energy flow freely to you. Keep an open mind about this energy as it comes to you. All right, let's get another oracle and see about that open mind, shall we, twin flames? We are going to read from the palm reading cards. Headphone users, let's turn down the volume for the shuffle. Nice. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the twin flames this week? What messages do we have for the twin flames for the week of January? That's too big. There we go. For January 10th through the 16th, 2021. What messages do we have for the twin flames in whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames? Wow, that is way too many cards. Just one card, please. One card. We just need one card, please. What messages? Wow, these are just kind of flying out. What messages do we have for the twin flames for this week? Just one card, please. Okay, we're going to do one more shuffle. If nothing comes out, we'll take the top card. What messages do we have for the twin flames? There it goes. And that has 3 cards. We're just going to take the top card. This deck, I'm not sure if we're going to, I'm not sure if you'll see this deck again. It's kind of an unusual deck to work with. All right, twin flames, you've got the Ring of Solomon. This is cool. The Ring of Solomon. This is the semicircular line that surrounds the Mount of Jupiter. It's a semicircular line that surrounds the Mount of Jupiter. You can really see it well here. The semicircular line that surrounds the Mount of Jupiter. It indicates an interest in psychic subjects and an intuitivity to the needs of others. So what this is saying, and this is number 48. 48 adds up to 12. 12 adds up to 3. So this is definitely you and your higher self, working in alignment together to be co-creators with the creator, okay? So what you're saying, they're telling you is that you need to keep an open mind and trust your instincts, trust your intuition. That's what they're trying to say. Keep an open mind, trust your intuition. Okay, so your intuition is your mind open. Your intuition is you being open to the energy that flows from above and below, from heaven and earth connecting into you. That's your intuition. That's your higher self. That's your soul receiving and interpreting that message. Okay, so that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to tell you to tap into your own self this weekend. Listen to your own intuition and be aware of the needs of others. Don't just, put yourself first, but do keep an open mind. Trust your intuition this weekend and keep an open mind to what is coming. It feels like I said, this intuition and keeping an open mind, there's that toxic energy to my masculine, and part of that comes from not keeping an open mind and not trusting your intuition. You've just been trusting these thought forms, these old thought forms and habits that maybe even come from previous lives, but definitely maybe from your childhood or young adulthood. And divine feminine over here, keep an open mind and trust your intuition. I mean, you have been trusting your intuition, and that's how you've gotten to this. So keep an open mind, okay? That's kind of cool. I like how it both echoes. All right, let's get some clarity about this message for you, twin flames. Let's close out for the day by pulling from the Golden Girls Tarot. Headphone users, last time. Let's turn down that volume for the shuffle. Gorgeous. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? What messages do we have for the twin flames for the week of January 10th through the 16th? What messages do we have for the twin flames in whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, just like that. All right. Card 1. Yep, something's on its way. Card 2. Yeah. Gorgeous. And angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, we just need one more card for our twin flames. One more card for our twin flames. Jumps out of my hand. Queen of Cups. Can it get more clear than this? The bottom of the deck, you have, wow, the Fool, wow, the Moon, 4 Swords, taking that break, Ace of Wands, yeah, you are. 6 Wands, heck yes, you are. All right, twin flames. So how we read is, let me pick these cards up. Past, present, future. This card sets between the past and the present. This card sets between the present and the future. And cards at the bottom of the deck are the clarifiers. I almost said qualifiers. The clarifiers. Okay. Sitting in the past, we have the Nine of Pentacles sitting right under keep an open mind. So it looks like you had been working on manifesting something. You've been working on bringing your manifestations to life, bringing them to you. This is not a new road. This is something you've been working on here for a while now, right? But maybe you haven't quite seen that come to fruition yet. And the reason why is because you haven't necessarily in the past had an open mind. You had a very distinct picture in your head of what it should look like when your manifestation comes to you. You know, how it should arrive, what day it should arrive, who it should arrive from and with, all right? It's not that your manifestation is not on the way. It is on the way. That's the most interesting thing. It's just that the reason why you haven't received it is because you're open, you're closed mind, you're being attached to one outcome and expectation of what this should look like has delayed its arrival, okay? It is definitely still on its way. It's just having a little bit of a slower timeline coming to you, okay? Again, that was a choice that you made there, and that's the reason why you're the victim of the circumstances. And again, because you didn't keep an open mind, you had these limiting thoughts and beliefs, okay? Divine Masculine. All right, now moving into the present. Nine of Pentacles, again, sitting under keep an open mind. The cool thing is, this is the Nine of Pentacles. So you go from, you know, the thing that you want trying to get to you, but maybe it still has a little bit of a roads to go to the thing that you've been waiting for, finally arriving. So this is what happens. You, Divine Masculine, finally identify these toxic thought behaviors, habits, and beliefs and get them cleared out. You, Divine Feminine, take a big look at the big picture and hold yourself accountable for the choices that you've made and how you've gotten to the mess that you made and figured out what you can do to clean up your own mess, okay? And when the two of you make those choices this weekend and do a little emotional, spiritual housekeeping, bam, baby, end of the cycle. You finally get to see your flowers bloom. You finally get to go out into that garden and see that fruit and the vegetables waiting to be picked. They're ready to be eaten. The fruit is juicy and ripe. Pick it, baby. Let's go. This is you turning the page. This is you admitting the mistakes you made, figuring out how not to make that mistake again, cleaning up your messes, and finally, manifestation can come to you. Okay, in the present. So get to work on that. So here in the next, little bit present timeline, things can shift. What you want can come to you, because here we go. Sitting still in the present, we still have this Ring of Solomon. Think about Solomon in the Bible. Solomon was the great teacher, right? Remember the story of the two mothers who were arguing over the baby, and he said, bring the baby to me and I'll cut the baby in half, and you can have one half and you can have the other. And the mother, who was the baby's real mother, was like, no, oh my God, you can't do that, because a mother would never allow her child to be cut in half. And he's like, oh, well, you're the baby's real mother, and because he had all this great wisdom, right? This is you practicing discernment this weekend and this week, and really looking at these choices that you've made, figure out how can you make better choices and unblock that flow coming to you, and open up your energy, open up that vibrational output to receive, okay? And the more that you open up to being willing to receive and clearing out this energy, the more comes to you. Moving into the future, bam! Queen of Cups. See, we're sitting here, we're talking about that intuition, those psychic gifts, those psychic powers. Other than maybe the Empress, I'm sorry, not the Empress, the High Priestess. hardly anybody in the deck is more psychic than the Queen of Cups. I mean, she's way up there. That's that psychic, intuitive power. So this is you being in alignment with your wants, your desires, your needs. This is you stopping, stop getting out of your own way. Getting out of your own way. Stop making messes for yourself that you have to clean up. And finally, standing in your own true full alignment with your higher self, okay? And then, I mean, literally, this is basically, I mean, when you're in this place, when you're finally moving into this place, which you are, Divine Twins, you are finally in your highest expression of yourself, and watch how quickly manifestation occurs. Remember, we are in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is that energy of thought, of form. Things move faster. We're going to be able to manifest almost instantaneously now when we shift into this gear, when we clear out this energy and shift into this gear. Look at the bottom of the deck. The Full of the Moon, the Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands. Yeah. You know, the Full of the Moon, all right? This is, you know, that new beginning. You were, you know, that path of that you went on of beginning to try to create this life that you want, manifestation. But then the moon, you know, that's going inside your deep. This is something like a hidden thought, a hidden belief, a hidden habit, pattern, whatever it is this toxic, and this Eight of Swords coming up right here. It's like you wanted to go on a journey and then immediately you hit a roadblock. All right, that's what it was. You hit this roadblock that kept you from moving forward. It kept you from going any further. So you have to dive deep. You have to get real still, get into yourself and figure out what it is, what toxic thought, belief, what it is you are doing to keep yourself, hold yourself accountable to the choices that you're making so that you can move forward into, you know, getting what you want. As soon as you're able to identify, clear out that old belief, pattern, habit, once you cleared that shit out, boom, 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 Ace of Wands, you made room for something new to come in, something brand new, and look where it leads you to, baby. Six of Wands. Look at her, best friend of the year, right? This is, you know, victory, celebration, public victory, public celebration. You're on the road, the path to victory. You are on the right path right now. You are almost there. It is just I mean, right on the horizon. The only thing stopping you from getting to what you want, the only thing stopping you from getting here is yourself. All right? So we need to work on these positive changes. We need to identify these limiting beliefs, thoughts, and habits and clear them out so that we can move forward this week. Again, twins, this is a lot of self-mastery because that is what the twin flame relationship is. It's about, you know, self-improvement more so than, you know, relationship goals, okay? And so I definitely feel like we've been talking about the twin flames are probably going to be coming into union, actual physical union, I think sometime starting in around Aquarius season. And here's your confirmation. There's that 10 of Cups. So the more you do the work, the more likely we are to move to this 9 and 10 of Cups. Okay, twin flames, I hope you found this helpful. Work on yourselves this week. All right, twins, I post new content Monday through Friday. I post a daily pick a card where you can get a quick daily forecast. And of course, I pick the weekly twin flame forecast on Sunday. So I hope I get to see you again. And until I do, know how much I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye, twin flames.